composer. You remember the word composer? I told you the word composer earlier. That's the person who writes the music. All this stuff that we're playing, somebody wrote that music. You see, all the musicians are looking at pieces of paper that tell them how to play the music. So the composer here is a guy, he was a guy named Smetana. You want to say Smetana? Smetana! Close enough. It's a wonderful piece called the Moldau, or it translates the river. And so what this piece is about, it's telling a story about a big, wonderful journey down a river. And so it's a long piece. The Moldau is a long piece. So today we're going to break it up into sections. We're going to play different sections for you. And I'm going to tell the story as we go. But you can imagine we're going to be going down the river in a boat. Some kind of a boat. Okay, so the piece starts, and you can imagine after all that rain that just came down from the thunderstorm, all that rain starts to trickle downhill and starts to form streams and creeks. Okay, so that's how the piece begins. It sounds like this. Now this is pretty quiet music, so try to listen carefully, okay? That's the part of the piece where all that rain is trickling downhill and forming streams and creeks. Also, now we're getting excited. We get to get in our boat and go for a big trip down the river. The next part that we're going to play, first we're going to break it up into we're going to divide the orchestra. We're going to play some of them playing and others not. And I want to help you learn something, because this part is what I call the Moldau melody. I love this melody. The melody is the part that you hear, and you think you might want to sing along with it, or you might want to whistle it as you go out of the concert hall. That's the melody. So first we're going to play this part without the melody, and it's just going to sound like the rest of the orchestra. It's called the accompaniment. Let's listen to this without the melody. That sounds very nice, but if we add the Moldau melody over it, first we're just going to hear just the melody, so without all that other stuff. This is just the melody. Violins are going to play this. Ready? Sounds very nice. That's a beautiful melody. What do you think? To me, I love the accompaniment, the way the whole orchestra sounds, but I think it needs the melody. I love that melody, but I think it needs the rest of the orchestra too. Now let's put it all together, and this is when our journey is really beginning, floating down the mighty river. You heard how the music got softer and softer there at the end? I like to think of that as the boat is getting closer and closer to the edge of the river, and we get out at one part of the river because our friends are having a party on the side of the river. Our friends are getting married, they're having a wedding party. And so they have the wedding, and we're gonna have some dance music that we can all dance to. If you want to, you can kind of shimmy in your seat a little bit and dance to this music, because this is really nice dance music. Imagine that we've arrived at our friend's wedding party on the side of the river.